Welcome back to Top Liberty Coins, your number one place for rare coin discoveries, numismatic history, and hidden treasures from your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about modern pennies, the 1989 Lincoln cent. At first glance, it looks like any other 1-cent coin, but you might be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. Stay with me till the end, because we'll uncover its hidden history, its current market value, and the rare error coins that can be worth up to $787.99 or more today. The origin of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head penny and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, appeared on the original 1909 coins. A small detail that caused massive public debate and collector interest. Since then, the Lincoln penny has been an American icon, reflecting history, war, politics, and culture all in a single copper disc. The 1989 minting year. Now fast forward to 1989, a fascinating year for coin collectors. The U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents at 3 major locations, Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco. For proofs, that year, billions of cents were struck, but not all were equal. Changes in die design, metal composition, and mint conditions made certain 1989 pennies extremely collectible. The transition era 1989 was part of the transition from older copper pennies to modern zinc-based coins. Since 1982, pennies were no longer made of solid copper. Instead, they became 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. This means 1989 cents are much lighter than the classic copper coins, just 2.5 grams. But some rare 1989 pennies were accidentally struck on older copper planchets, making them valuable errors worth hundreds of dollars. Identifying valuable 1989 pennies. So how do you know if your 1989 penny is special? First, check the weight. If it's around 3.1 grams, it might be an older copper planchet error. Next, look at the mint mark, the letter D or S, and any doubling or die cracks around Lincoln's face or the word Liberty. Collectors also look for misaligned dies, off-center strikes, and wide AM reverses, which can skyrocket the coin's value. The Liberty detail. The word Liberty on the 1989 penny is crucial. In some coins, the L is faint or missing. This could indicate a filled die error. Others have a bold, strong Liberty which stands out sharply, making them more desirable for collectors. The detail and sharpness of Lincoln's face, hair, and jacket also determine a coin's grade and market price. Mint marks. Now let's talk about mint marks. The 1989 D penny from Denver is one of the most common, but certain pieces show repunched mint marks, RPM, where the D was struck twice. These coins can fetch between $50 and $250, depending on the clarity. The 1989 S-proof penny from San Francisco, on the other hand, has mirror-like surfaces and, if in perfect condition, graded PR70, can bring up to $100 to $200 today. Coin grading and condition condition is everything in coin collecting. A circulated 1989 penny might be worth just 1 cent, but an uncirculated or mint state, MS65+, example could be worth $5 to $15. A proof coin or one with error features can easily cross the $700 to $800 range, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC. Collectors always say, don't clean your coins, because cleaning can destroy their value instantly. Rare errors and VRETES. Some 1989 pennies show amazing errors: double die obverse doubling on, In God We Trust, or Liberty, center strikes, where the design is not centered, clipped planchets, missing pieces on the edge, die cracks or cuts on Lincoln's face. These errors make your penny one of a kind and extremely collectible. Market value and slices of the latest coin market updates. Certain 1989 Lincoln cents in high grade or with unique errors have sold for up to $787.99, sometimes more at online auctions. Regular uncirculated ones range from $2 to $10, while proof sets from 1989 remain steady around $5, $15. But remember, a rare error, especially one verified by a grading service, can jump from pocket change to a small fortune. Why collectors love 1989. The year 1989 sits perfectly between classic and modern coin eras. collectors love it because it's recent enough to find in circulation but old enough to carry historical charm. It's a bridge between the Copper Age and the Zinc Age, between the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse and the later shield design that came in 2010. The story behind the Memorial DSIGN: on the back of the 1989 penny, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, a hidden detail many people miss. This design ran from 1959 to 2008 and remains one of the longest-running reverse designs in U.S. coin history. How to sell your 1989 PNNY? If you think your penny is valuable, here's what to do. Do not clean it, take clear photos with lighting showing both sides, compare with listings on eBay, heritage auctions, or PCGS. If it looks rare, submit it to a grading company for certification, join online coin groups and communities. Collectors love sharing discoveries. You can even showcase it on our channel, Top Liberty Coins, for a free feature. Other valuable Lincoln PNNES. Before we wrap up, let's mention a few related treasures. 1955 double die Lincoln cent, worth thousands. 1972 DDO penny, famous for strong doubling. 1983 copper penny error, a big favorite among collectors. 1992 close AM and 1999 wide AM varieties, worth big money. Your 1989 penny fits right into this exciting lineup of hidden gems. Final thoughts and OUTRO. So there you have it, the complete story of the 1989 Lincoln penny, from its rich history to its hidden modern value. Next time you get change at the store, take a second look. That 1 cent might be a rare coin worth $787.99 or even more. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Top Liberty Coins, where every week we uncover the mysteries of American currency, from cents to silver dollars. Drop a comment below and tell us, do you have a 1989 penny? Maybe you're sitting on treasure without even knowing it. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep shining with Top Liberty Coins, where every coin has a story. Today, we uncover the mystery behind a coin that many people overlook, the 1993 Lincoln cent. This tiny piece of copper-plated zinc might just be sitting in your pocket, yet it holds a story that stretches over a century of American history and value beyond imagination. Stay tuned, because this 1 cent coin could be worth hundreds of dollars, even up to $787.98 in top condition. The origin of the Lincoln CNT. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first United States coin to feature a real person's face. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin became an instant piece of American pride. Over time, the design saw changes, but the message stayed the same: liberty, equality, and the strength of a nation. The design details. Let's take a closer look at the 1993 Lincoln penny. On the obverse side, we see the noble face of Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the word liberty engraved boldly beside him, and the year 1993 below. Above Lincoln's head, the phrase, "In God We Trust," shines proudly. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, a reminder of unity, with 1 cent and United States of America forming the frame of national strength. The mint mark small d mark below the date reveals something very special. It was minted in Denver, Colorado. Denver is known for producing coins with sharp details and brilliant luster. The 1993 penny is one of those examples. Millions were made, but only a few survived in perfect mint condition, and those are the coins that collectors crave. The composition and metal value. The 1993 Lincoln penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This composition started in 1982 when the U.S. Mint shifted from solid copper to copper-plated zinc because copper prices were rising. Though it weighs only 2.5 grams, the real value of this coin lies not in its metal, but in its rarity, condition, and collector demand. How many were made in 1993? The Denver Mint produced approximately 6,426,650,000 Lincoln cents. That's over 6 billion coins. But remember, not all coins are equal. Most of these pennies circulated heavily and lost their mint shine. Only a tiny fraction remain in pristine condition, sealed in mint sets or preserved by collectors. Those few coins can now be worth hundreds of dollars. The historical context. The year 1993 was a time of transition. The U.S. economy was shifting into a digital age, and coin collecting was regaining popularity. The Lincoln cent was one of the few coins still connecting people to America's rich past. The 1993 penny became a symbol of endurance, carrying the spirit of Lincoln into a modern world. The hidden rarities. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some 1993 Lincoln pennies contain small minting errors, double die obverse, off-center strikes, and die cracks near Lincoln's nose or the lettering Liberty. These rare errors can turn an ordinary penny into a jackpot find. Some error coins have sold for over $700 depending on rarity and condition. Rating and condition. When it comes to coin value, condition is everything. A 1993 Lincoln penny in circulated condition might only be worth 1 cent. But an uncirculated MS-67 grade coin certified by PCGS or NGC can reach a value of $787.98 or more. The difference between a coin worth 1 cent and one worth hundreds lies in the shine, sharpness, and lack of scratches. How to identify a valuable coin? Grab your magnifying glass and a good light. Look at the coin carefully. The steps on the Lincoln Memorial should be clearly visible. The Liberty letters should be bold, with no wear on Lincoln's cheek or jaw. If the coin glows with an original mint luster and has a sharp strike, you might be holding a hidden treasure from the Denver Mint. The market value to die as of today's collector market, a standard 1993 penny in circulated form is only face value. But uncirculated examples in MS-65 can range from $10 to $30, and those rare high-grade MS-67 coins can sell for $787.98, and in some auction cases, even higher. The coin's value is climbing as fewer pristine examples are found in circulation. The collectors love the 1993 Lincoln cent for its modern appeal and connection to the Lincoln legacy. Many collectors include it as part of the full Lincoln Memorial series from 1959 to 2008. Having a flawless 1993 penny can complete a set and raise its total value. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of American identity. Tips for selling your coin: if you think you have a valuable 1993 penny, don't rush to sell it. First, handle it carefully, always by the edges. Have it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Once certified, list it on platforms like eBay or heritage auctions. Include clear photos and mention the grade. Rare coins can attract serious buyers willing to pay premium prices. Investment potential. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's an investment. The Lincoln cent, especially the 1993 has proven to hold and increase value over time. As collectors continue to complete their sets, the demand for high-quality examples will only grow. Holding on to such a coin could be a smart long-term move. Closing thoughts and call to action. And so there you have it, the story of the 1993 Lincoln cent, a small but mighty coin that connects the past to the present. From the Denver Mint to your pocket, it carries history, art, and value all in one. Who knows, your change jar might be hiding a $787.98 treasure right now. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe to Top Liberty Coins, like the video, and share it with your friends. We'll keep bringing you the hidden stories behind rare Lincoln pennies and other valuable coins. Your next coin might just be worth more than gold. Stay curious, stay coin smart, and always remember, at Top Liberty Coins, every penny has a story. Today we're diving deep into one of the most interesting modern-era coins, the 1997 Lincoln penny. You may think it's just a common cent, but some varieties and rare conditions can turn this coin into a small fortune, even reaching values of $787.97 or more depending on condition and rarity. So, stay tuned through all 15 parts of this video, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to find these hidden gems in your own pocket change. Background of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it became an instant American classic. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny featured Lincoln's portrait on the front, and the wheat ears on the back, symbolizing prosperity and growth. Through the years, the design evolved, from the wheat reverse to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959, and later the shield reverse in 2010. But every year and every mint mark tells a new story, and 1997, especially the Denver Mint D penny, has more secrets than most collectors realize. 1997 D penny, basic details. The 1997 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the busiest U.S. mints. Here are the basics: composition 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, plating weight 2.5 grams, designer Victor David Brenner, obverse, Frank Gasparo, reverse, mintage over 4.5 billion coins. At first glance, that sounds like it's too common to be valuable. But as always, the story gets interesting when we look at mint errors, condition, and special varieties. The Denver Mint and ITSHISTORY. The Denver Mint has been minting coins since 1906, and it's known for its high production and occasional striking errors. In 1997, the mint was under pressure to produce billions of coins for circulation, and high-speed production sometimes means die clashes, misaligned dies, double dies, and other valuable minting mistakes slipped through. That's where collectors like you come in, to find those rare survivors that can turn a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream find. Understanding mint errors. Mint errors are unintentional flaws that happen during coin production. Some of the most valuable 1997 D pennies are error coins. Look for double die, obverse, doubling on the word liberty or in God we trust. Center strikes. The design isn't centered properly. The more off-center, the more valuable. Die cracks, lines or raised bumps that show the die was breaking during production. Wide AM reverse, rare spacing between the A and M in America. Each of these can increase the coin's value drastically. The rare double die 1997 D PNNY. Among collectors, one of the most sought after is the 1997 D double DIE.IN. This variety, you might notice visible doubling on Lincoln's eyes, the date, or the word liberty. If you find one in near mint condition, certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC, its price can jump from a few dollars to hundreds, sometimes even close to $787.97 in the right condition. Grading and condition. MATTRS coin grading is what separates a 1-cent coin from a $700 treasure. The official grading scale ranges from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. A 1997 D Lincoln penny in average circulated condition might only be worth its face value, 1 cent, but an uncirculated or high mint state example with bright red luster, no scratches, and full details can bring $10, $50, $200, or more. A top-graded MS 68 RD, red, example has sold for nearly $800 at auction, proving that condition is everything. How to identify a valuable 1997 D PNNY. Take your penny under a bright light or use a magnifying glass. Check these key areas. The D mint mark, is it doubled or filled in the word liberty? Any signs of doubling or fading? The date, are the numbers crisp and even? Lincoln's eye and beard clear. Details often indicate a better strike. Color, red pennies are worth more than brown or dull ones. Red means less oxidation. Careful observation is what turns a casual search into a collector's discovery. How to store and protect your PNNES. If you find a coin that looks special, don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy its collector value. Instead, store it in a 2x2 coin flip, a plastic holder, or a slab from a professional grading service. Keep coins away from humidity, sunlight, and air exposure. Remember, original condition equals maximum value. Many people ignore pennies, thinking they're worthless. But collectors know better. Modern era coins like the 1997 D Lincoln cent are undervalued treasures, and values are climbing as more people join the hobby. Some pennies minted after 1990 are now worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, thanks to rare minting issues and limited perfect condition examples. Market value and auction results. Now, let's talk numbers. Recent auction results show 1997 D penny MS68 red sold $4,787.971997 D penny with die crack sold for $1,251,997 D center strike sold $4,350 double die error penny sold $4,500 plus. Prices vary based on condition, rarity, and collector demand. But these results prove that a 1-cent coin can become a serious investment. Where to find valuable pennies? You don't need to be rich to collect coins, just observant. You can find valuable 1997 D pennies in your loose change at coin rolls from banks, in garage sales or estate boxes, through coin shows and online auctions. Patience, research, and curiosity are your best tools. History of pennies. Collecting coin collecting, also known as numismatics, goes back centuries. In the US, Lincoln pennies have always been a favorite for beginners because they're affordable and easy to find. Collectors have built full albums of Lincoln cents, tracking every year and mint mark, and discovering valuable varieties along the way. The 1997 D penny stands as a modern reminder that the thrill of the hunt is still alive today. Future value. Predictions. Experts believe that high-grade 1997 D pennies and known error types will increase in value as the years go by. Why? Because most coins from the 1990s were mass-produced and poorly preserved, meaning pristine examples will become rarer and rarer. If you're lucky enough to find one, hold on to it. It could easily double or triple in value in the future. Conclusion. Top Liberty coin sign OFFN. That wraps up our deep dive into the 1997 D Lincoln penny, a small coin with a big story, from its Denver Mint origins to its potential value of $787.97. This little cent proves that history and treasure can live right in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for more episodes from Top Liberty Coins, your guide to rare coins, hidden values, and the stories behind America's money. Comment below if you found a special penny or want me to review your coin in a future video. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, even the smallest coin can hold the biggest history. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising coins from recent U.S. history, the 2011 D Lincoln cent. Yes, this tiny 1-cent coin, minted in Denver, has captured the attention of collectors and treasure hunters across the nation. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, but some of these have sold for over $700, and even higher in special conditions. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, design, errors, and hidden secrets behind this modern-day collectible. A brief history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head penny. It was designed by Victor David Brenner to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. For over a century, it has been one of the most beloved and collected coins in American history. The 2011 penny continues this long legacy, but it also carries the story of change, evolution, and modern minting technology. The 2011 D Mint mark, Denver's LEGACY. The D Mint mark stands for Denver, one of the two active mints that produce circulating pennies for the United States. In 2011, Denver produced billions of pennies, yet, as we'll see later, not all were perfect. The Denver Mint is famous for its precision, but even the smallest striking errors can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. We'll explore those errors later, but remember, a tiny difference can mean huge value in the coin world. Design details and SYMBOLSM. The obverse, front, of the 2011 penny shows Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the word Liberty on his left and the date, 2011, on the right. Above his head, the timeless motto, "In God We Trust," proudly appears. The reverse side features the Union Shield, representing national unity and the strength of the United States after the Civil War. The design was created by Lyndall Bass and sculpted by Joseph Mena, symbolizing America's enduring freedom and strength. The Union Shield design. The Union Shield replaced the Lincoln Memorial design in 2010, marking a new era for the penny. The shield has 13 vertical stripes for the original colonies, joined by a single horizontal bar representing the federal government. This design pays tribute to Lincoln's preservation of the Union during the Civil War. It's more than just art. It's a piece of American identity stamped into every 2011 D penny. How many were made? The Denver Mint struck over 4.9 billion Lincoln cents in 2011. With so many in circulation, you might think none of them could be rare, but you'd be wrong. Among these billions, some coins were struck with unique die errors, off-center strikes, and double dies that collectors now pay hundreds for. That's the magic of coin collecting. Rarity hides in plain sight. Metal composition and value. BASICS. The 2011 D penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. Each coin weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Although its face value is just 1 cent, certain mint state examples have sold for $50 to $800 depending on grade and rarity. We'll talk about the real market values shortly, and how you can check your own coins for hidden profit. Error coins. The real money makers error coins are where things get exciting. Collectors are hunting for 2011 D pennies with double die obverse, DDO, doubled letters in Liberty or In God We Trust. Die cracks, raised lines from breaks in the minting die. Center strikes, designs not properly aligned, cuds or die chips, extra metal blobs near Lincoln's face or along the rim. Even minor errors can make your coin worth tens or hundreds of dollars. Grading and condition. Why mint state MATTRS coin grading changes everything. A circulated 2011 D penny may only be worth a few cents, but in mint state 67 or higher, it can reach hundreds of dollars. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC use a scale from 1 to 70. A grade of MS70 means a flawless coin, rare, perfect, and highly valuable. The highest auction prices often go to those few perfect condition examples. Auction records and market prices. Now, let's talk about real numbers. A 2011 D Lincoln Cent graded MS67 Plus RD has been sold for around $787.96, and some even higher in pristine condition. Collectors are paying premium prices because flawless modern coins are surprisingly difficult to find, even though they're new. Most have tiny scratches from machine handling or circulation. That's why a perfect one stands out like a gem in a pile of stones. The future of modern PNAS. Modern pennies like the 2011 D are gaining attention as collectors look beyond older coins. As the US Mint discusses possibly ending penny production, each newer series becomes a snapshot of history. If production ever stops, coins like the 2011 D will become part of a closed chapter, making them even more collectible. How to find valuable pennies in your CHNG. You don't need to be rich to start coin collecting. Check your pocket change, coin rolls from banks, or even jars at home. Use a magnifying glass and look closely at Liberty, the date, and the shield. You might find an error or high-grade coin sitting right under your nose. Patience, observation, and curiosity are the key tools of every coin hunter. Tips for selling and buying. When you find a rare penny, don't clean it. Cleaning reduces value. Keep it in a protective holder and check online coin marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections for recent sale prices. Always research before selling. If you're buying, stick with reputable sellers or get coins graded by professionals to ensure authenticity. Collector community and educato. And the coin collecting world is full of passionate people who love sharing discoveries. Join forums, Facebook groups, or Reddit communities for Lincoln Cents. You'll learn to identify varieties, connect with other collectors, and stay updated on market trends. Remember, every great coin collector started with one penny and one question: is this worth something? Conclusion: the true value of the 2011 D Lincoln CNT. The 2011 D Lincoln Cent is more than just a 1-cent piece. It's a symbol of American history, modern minting technology, and the thrill of discovery. Whether it's worth 1 cent or $700, its real value lies in the story it tells, and the excitement it brings to collectors everywhere. So, next time you find a 2011 D penny, don't ignore it. Check it carefully, it could be a treasure in disguise. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coins, where every coin has a story, and every story could make history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin stories and market updates every week.